Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to do a very quick June wrap up, and we're also going to do my July TBR mixed together because I think that's just a good way to do it, because I don't have a lot of books that I read or a lot of books that I'm reading this next month, because it is Camp NaNoWriMo and the focus needs to be on writing words, not reading as many words. So let's just dive right into the books that I read in June. I finished finally Bridge of Clay. I really I had a great reading month in June. Like, I don't think I read anything that I didn't love, so that's great. So the first book that I read was, of course, I finished finally Bridge of Clay. I did give it 4 out of 5 stars. First 2 books I talk a lot more in a reading blog that I did, so I will make sure to link it down below or put it on a card or something for you, because I went into a lot more detail during that reading blog. But basically 4 out of 5. I thought that everything about it, it just tugs at your heart and makes you feel so many emotions, but it had a lot of stuff about horse racing that I didn't really care about, so I dropped it down from a 5 to a 4 because I just don't care about horse racing. Anyways, other than that, it was a fantastic book. The next book that I read was Royal Kiss and Tell. This was an ARC that was sent to me, but I listened to it on audio because I'm extremely behind on all of my ARCs. So I surprisingly loved this so much. It is a historical romance, and basically what really made this a 5-star was that it did have some really tough subject matter. Now, I will say, in my reading blog, I sound a little bit like a psycho because I talk about how excited I was that it dealt with human trafficking. So I felt like I needed to clarify. Human trafficking is fucking bad. It is a vile, disgusting thing. It's a crime against humanity. Now that I've been able to say that, let me explain why I was happy that it was in the book. Because it is so vile and disgusting, it was a subject matter that I do not expect to see in a historical romance. So with that being said, that gave it 5 stars because it took this kind of like fluffy romance between a prince and a chick and gave it some grit and gave it some like substance to the book. Not because I agree with sex trafficking, that's just no. Moving on, I did really enjoy that one. I gave it 5 stars. The romance was cute, the characters were great. I love that I didn't really like the main character in the beginning, but then I adored her, like loved her by the end. Oh, I did also read, shoot, I forgot the name of his book. Let Love Have the Last Word, a memoir, and it was written by Common, who is the actor, musician, activist. Let me just say, I loved him. I love him. Like, I would leave my husband for him. He's amazing though. Like, this book was just literally all about love and living your life with love and forgiveness and not letting negativity in your past bring you down, and to just move forward and love, mostly though, love yourself. And it was, I think especially right now, we're living in such emotionally charged times right now that everybody can use a little extra love and forgiveness. And I think that that is really what this book is all about. So 5 out of 5 out of 100 stars. Those are the only books that I completed. I started a couple other ones, so I did not get to The Talking Drum. I really want to read that one, but I just didn't get to it. So if I have time, I will get to it in July. But I'm just kind of pushing all the arcs that I'm super behind on to August, and probably just going to focus on arc in August, because I have some that I have to read in July, so I actually get my blog posts up on time. So I am about 42% of the way into Saving Ruby King. This is really good, but it is very deep and it's very emotional, and it is the kind of book that you want to be in the right headspace, because I think that it is an important book, and I just don't think I was in the right headspace to listen to it right now. But I do plan on finishing that, so I guess this is where we jump into the July TBR part. I do plan on finishing Saving Ruby King this month. I have also started, sorry, I don't have the cover with it up for it right now because I took it off when I'm reading so it doesn't get destroyed, but I'm reading The Guest List by Lucy Foley. I am doing this as a buddy read, and I'm about 50 pages in, and I love this book so much. So I'm gonna finish this one this month. And then the only other 2 books that I have a pretty light ARC month. So if you guys don't know, I get a lot of books sent to me because I'm part of like kind of a couple of different blog tour PR lists. And so I have a bunch of NetGalley books I have to read at some point because I'm super behind on that. But these are kind of where I focus my ARCs because they contact me directly and say, hey, do you want this one? Do you want to sign up to write a blog post? So they give me the book and then I don't write the blog post. So I want to actually start doing that on time so they don't figure out that I'm not reading or writing my reviews and stop sending me books because I really want to read these ones. So this one is called No One Saw. No One Saw. So I'm just going to kind of read the blurb. Baywood Police Department Detective A.L. Kittredge is no stranger to tough cases, but when five-year-old Emma Whitman disappears from her daycare, there isn't a single shred of evidence to go on. Neither the grandmother who dropped her off nor the teacher whose care she was supposed to be in can account for the missing child. There are no witnesses, no trace of where she might have gone. There's only one thing Ale and his partner Rena Morgan are sure of. Somebody is lying. With the clock ticking, Ale and Rena are under extreme pressure as they discover their instincts are correct. All is not as it seems. The Whitmans are a family of with many secrets, and A.L. and Rena will have to race to untangle a growing web of lies if they're going to find the thread that leads them to Emma before it's too late. So the one thing I'm not sure if I can handle is the fact that it's about a 5-year-old little girl, because I have 2 5-year-old amazing little boys, and it's just too much for me. It's too much for me. The other one is called The More Than Neighbors, and this is going to be a lot more fun-loving. It is a romance. The only thing they have in common is a property line. Cam McGuire is in Blackberry Bay to unravel a family secret. Meredith Price has moved next door with her daughter. He's unattached. She's a widowed single mom. He's owned by a cat. She's definitely Team Canine. All these neighbors have in common is a property line. One they cross over and over, and Cam thought he knew what he wanted until his family secret changes everything. So I just think, you know, a good little romance just to kind of even things out and get rid of some of the extra. There's just so much going on right now in my head and in the world that I just think, you know, a little fluff would be good, and a little bit of sexy action probably is what I'm assuming by they crossed a property line over and over. Get my drift? Okay, so that's it. Those are the books that I'm going to read and the ones that I have read recently. Other than that, I just am focusing on Camp NaNoWriMo and finishing my story, and hopefully I'll get all of these pages and words read. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. I've had way too much coffee as usual. So if you're not subscribed to my channel, please do, because I drink a lot of coffee and we have a lot of fun over here talking about words and books and stories and all things writing and reading related. So if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and leave me a comment down below and let me know what you are reading this month. So go write some words and read a book, and I will see you guys very, very soon.